Mastering Workflow Automation with AWS Step Functions, your ultimate guide. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. Introduction to AWS Step Functions, simplifying workflow automation. In the fast-paced world of cloud computing, automation is critical to managing complex workflows efficiently. AWS Step Functions is a powerful tool that simplifies the orchestration of serverless applications and microservices, allowing developers to quickly build scalable and fault-tolerant workflows. By using a visual interface, Step Functions enables you to coordinate multiple AWS services into flexible and reliable applications. Key features and advantages of AWS Step Functions. AWS Step Functions offers several key features that make it an ideal choice for automating workflows. Visual workflow design. The drag-and-drop interface simplifies the creation and management of workflows. Error handling. Built-in error handling and retry mechanisms ensure robust and resilient workflows. Scalability. Step functions scale automatically, handling thousands of requests per second without manual intervention. State management. Easily manage the state of each step in your workflow, ensuring consistency and reliability. Integration with AWS services. Seamlessly integrates with other AWS services like Lambda, ECS, S3, and DynamoDB, enabling complex workflows across the AWS ecosystem. Designing your first Step Functions workflow. Designing your first Step Functions workflow involves defining the sequence of tasks, deciding on error handling, and setting up states. Here's a simple example. Define states. Each step in the workflow is defined as a state. AWS provides various state types, such as task, choice, parallel, and wait. Use JSON. The workflow is defined using Amazon States Language, ASL, a JSON-based language. Visual interface. Use the Visual Workflow Editor in the AWS Management Console to design and visualize the workflow. Deploy and test. Once your workflow is defined, deploy and test it using the built-in testing tools. Executing and managing workflows and step functions. Once your workflow is designed, executing it is straightforward. You can trigger workflows manually via the AWS Management Console, programmatically via the AWS SDK, or automatically based on events using AWS Event Bridge. Managing workflows involves monitoring execution, handling errors, and adjusting as needed. AWS Step Functions provides detailed execution history and logging to help you track the status of each step in your workflow. Monitoring, logging, and error handling in Step Functions. Effective monitoring and error handling are crucial for maintaining the reliability of your workflows. AWS Step Functions integrates with CloudWatch to monitor, log, and alert. This allows you to track workflow executions, view the status of each workflow execution in real time, set up alarms, configure CloudWatch alarms to notify you of any failures or issues. Error handling. Use built-in try-catch blocks and retry policies to handle errors gracefully. Best practices for optimizing Step Functions workflows. To get the most out of AWS Step Functions, consider the following best practices. Modular design. Break down complex workflows into smaller, reusable components. Use parallel states. Use parallel states to improve performance for concurrent tasks. Optimize retry policies. Customize retry policies to balance fault tolerance and execution time. Minimize latency. Place AWS resources in the same region as your Step Functions to reduce latency. Advanced features, nested workflows, and dynamic parallelism. AWS Step Functions also offers advanced features like nested workflows and dynamic parallelism. Nested workflows. You can invoke one workflow from another, enabling modular and hierarchical workflow designs. Dynamic parallelism. Use dynamic parallelism to handle tasks that require processing multiple items simultaneously, with each item potentially following a different execution path. Real-world applications of AWS Step Functions. AWS Step Functions is used in a variety of real-world scenarios. ETL pipelines, automate data extraction, transformation, and loading processes. Microservices orchestration. Coordinate microservices into a single, cohesive application. Batch processing. Manage large-scale data processing tasks. Human-in-the-loop workflows. Incorporate manual approval steps into automated workflows. Integrating step functions with the AWS ecosystem. AWS Step Functions seamlessly integrates with a wide range of AWS services, enhancing its capabilities. AWS Lambda. Execute serverless functions as part of your workflow. Amazon S3. Trigger workflows based on events in S3, such as file uploads. AWS Glue. Orchestrate ETL jobs in AWS Glue using step functions. Amazon DynamoDB. Manage state transitions and data processing with DynamoDB. Conclusion. AWS Step Functions as a powerful automation tool. AWS Step Functions simplify the automation of complex workflows, making it an indispensable tool for cloud developers. Its visual interface, robust error handling, and seamless integration with AWS services allow you to build scalable, resilient, and efficient workflows. Whether orchestrating microservices or managing data pipelines, AWS Step Functions offers the tools to streamline your processes. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.